So continuing on, sorry about that. I had a phone call, I needed to take it, and that interrupted things. So back to part two. I was currently working with this hand of cards to try and figure out the order I wanted them to come into play. I decided on dropping the Sailor of Loon into play, putting Jubair second so that I'll draw him and can discard him, and Gandalf third once again with a couple other cards. Still not quite getting what I want, but that's okay. We then use Villia because it can keep putting things into play. That is not something to be unhappy about. And then we're at ready, threat, and go. And I may need to consider using Glorfindel as a with Jubair coming into play, I won't need to. So the Hobbits go up to 22 threat. The Caldara deck goes up to 37. We go to round 5. Shift this over and we deal out some resources. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have some damage to heal, but not much, so I'm okay. Alright, so we draw a card, discard Jubair for the resource on Arwen. I have nothing to spend Caldara's resource on, so we discard Caldara to get Jubair into play and Imrahil. And that is how we will do things. Plenty of resources. I'm not getting the card draw that I need. I really need an Elven Light. It's not coming up, but we're doing okay. Got lots of allies out here. Over here, my hobbits draw a card. Let's see what we've got. We have to get... Oh, I should have 3 resources. No, 2 resources on Pippin to put the Gaffer back into play. We're going to spend 1 to attach a Dagger of Westernaves to Mary. Anything else we have that we could use? Sure, why not? We've got the resources. We may as well spend them to put a Gandalf into play to lower my threat by 5 back to 17. Why would I do that? Well, I want to actually draw the archer down. I can assign damage to Gandalf for the round. Now I can play another drinking song, which will put these 3 cards back into my deck. To shuffle them, draw 4 cards, and again, we're hoping for a Steward of Gondor would be nice. Heck, even another Resourceful would be great. Let's see what we can get going. 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I could have drawn cards with Gandalf, but that's okay. So we've got a Resourceful, so we're going to attach it to Pippin. Since I spent all those, I don't have the money now to get my happy little Steward of Gondor into play. It's going to be a couple rounds, but I'm doing okay. I'm not going to complain. It's good. Maybe I can put Steward on Sam now. All right. Everything's set. Questing. Northern Tracker puts 1 here. Sailor of Loon. We'll go ahead and spend it. Elrond's Wisdom. Lower my threat by 3 to 34. It's a resource. It's a questing on top, or it gives me an extra questing for him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We now have Jubair. We'll leave him untapped. We can tap Glorfindel. 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. And 3 is 11. And 4 is 15. We will leave Imrahil up. 15 over 5. So we draw a card and we get pursued by the enemy. That's another one of those unpleasant one. Doomed 1. Raise my threat by 1 to 35. Surge. When revealed, each enemy engaged with a player not in the staging area makes an immediate attack. I have an enemy in the staging area, so it doesn't matter. And we get another Urukai Archer. It's going to give me 2 archery now. Over here. Oh, okay, so we've got a total of 2, 5. We had 15, so 10. 2 go on the wooded shoreline. That goes away. 8 more cards off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And over here, we send Sam for 3, Pippin for 2, 5, Gaffer 6, 6 over 1. Yeah, we'll sit with it. 6 over 1. 6 over 3. River Anduin. While River Anduin is in the staging area, gains forced. At the end of the travel phase, each player at this stage raises his threat by 1. Then River Anduin moves from the staging area to the left. Moves the staging area to the left. So if I leave it in the staging area, it's going to raise my threat. We have 6 over 3 gives me 3. We'll use Rosie for 5 and ready her with the fast hitch. 5 more cards. 1, Frodo's Choice. 2, 3, 4, 5. Frodo's Choice is discarded. Reveal it instead. When revealed, take control of the first player token. So they will always be the first player now, the hobbits. And the ring bearer. Attach the ring bearer attach to the ring bearer for the rest of the game. You cannot lose. So Frodo's Choice, the hobbit comes back into play. Okay. So then we look at the stage. After Frodo's Choice is revealed, advance to stage. Oh, I didn't do that. I forgot to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and retroactively do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reduce my threat by 4 because I forgot when I quest successfully, and I quested successfully for 2 rounds. Should have drawn 2 cards and reduced my threat by 2, especially for this one too. Already each hero, so that won't matter as much. Stage 4 hits the table. When revealed, add Parth Galen to the staging area. If it is your quest phase, end the phase. Do not resolve the quest. That is true. Now, Sam, the ring bearer sets out. Stage 4. We're at the very end here. Now, Sam, said Frodo, don't hinder me. The others will be coming back at any minute. If they catch me, I shall have to argue and explain, and I shall never have the heart or the chance to get off. But I must go at once. It's the only way. Fellowship of the Ring. And this is what it looks like. Normally, this is the backside. Frodo in the boat, Sam chasing. During the quest phase, reveal 1 additional encounter card for each player in the game. So I'm going to have to reveal 3 cards now. Reveal 1 additional encounter card for each player in the game. 2 per player. That's how I'm going to read that. 16 quest points. After an enemy is revealed at this stage, raise your threat by X and to engage the enemy. X is the enemy's threat. Each player at any stage may trigger this ability once per round. Okay. So there we go. Alright, so we've got Slopes of Ammon Hen. This all becomes one staging area again, I think. Yeah, because 4A is one staging area, so I end up with 3. I end up with Parth Galen, the River Anduin. That's what this all looks like now. Parth Galen. The end-of-player card effects. Search the encounter card and discard pile for an enemy and add it to the staging area to travel here. Shuffle the encounter deck. While Parth Galen is in play, the players cannot win the game, so I have to get there. Alright, so we're going to travel to Parth Galen. Add it to the staging area. I need to add an enemy to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. We have enough people out there right now that it's okay for me to add an enemy to the staging area. I think I might even add... Where'd he go? Uruk Chieftain. Because he's higher threat than everybody, and he doesn't come down. Alright, so... I now have 2, 4, 5 archery to deal with. 2, 3, 4, 5. Put 2 on Northern Tracker, 2 on Glorfindel, and 1 on Elrond. Why would you do that? Because I have 2 Wardens of Healing. We'll use that one right now to get the 2 off of Elrond and the 2 off of Glorfindel. Thankfully, because of one staging area, we can do that. I still have one of those up. I've got a Gandalf up. We want to deal with some enemies while we can. Alright, so we can engage them optionally, which I believe is correct here. Alright, so 1 will come down, 2 will come down. Alright, I can only optionally engage 1. So we're going to drag down both of the Uruk-hai archers. The other 2 will not come down. That readies Sam. That draws a card for my hobbits. Something I can't use. The hobbits have to deal with theirs first, so we pick up the gaffer and add them back to my hand. And then... well, there's 4 attack. Frodo's defense is 4. Plus I have the ring. So Frodo will defend. Actually, we will go ahead and let the attack hit. And keep the gaffer up. So, shadow card, nothing happened. Oh, I should have shuffled this. Forgot to. Attacking enemy gets +1, +2 instead if the defending character has fewer printed hit points than the attacking enemy. So we'll spend this and use the 1 ring to cancel the shadow card. Or is that how that works? Oh, it cancels the damage, and I raise everybody's threat by 2. 34 and 33 and 19. So it cancels the damage. And then we do this. We get to deal 1 damage to him with Sting. The rest will kill him horribly. Does Sting do anything else for me? That's it. We kill him. And then over here, we'll defend with Jubair. We discard that, which is nice. Do I have much to attack back with? I do not. I have Imrahil for 1. So we're going to have to remember to leave some guys up. So we're at Parth Galen. We have him down. That's that. We're ready, threat, go. Ready, 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 ready. Oh, and we're going to, of course, use our other Warden of Healing to heal that guy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we want to put into play? Tough choices here. Well, we've got a Glorfindel we can draw for a resource and discard. Well, I've got a Treebeard, I've got a Northern Tracker, and I've got Glamdring. I've got some really good cards. I think we're going to go... Whatever happened to my Gandalf? Oh, did I? I don't know what happened. I thought for sure I had a Gandalf in my hand. Oh, is he in my hand? He's in my hand now. That's the problem. Okay, yeah, I think we'll go with the Northern Tracker first. We're going to draw a Glorfindel, and we'll leave Glamdring on top. Yeah. Well, I got my hand. 2 Gandalfs, huh? So I want something that I can discard. Yeah. I can... tough choices. Yeah, we'll do it that way. First player token, we ready? My Hobbits, Fast Stitch Rosie. Blip, 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 blip. Gandalf leaves play. Threat goes up 1 to 20 again. Goes to 34. Round 6, first player token stays with the Hobbits. Let's throw out some resources. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on Pippin. And then 1, 2, 3 here. Hobbits first. Draw a card. Get a Darren's Runes. We'll play it. Draw 2. And we'll discard a Rosie, because we've already got a Rosie into play. Pay 2. To put Gaffer back into play. And we'll pay the 2 off of Frodo to attach Fellowship of the Ring to him, giving +1 to questing to all my heroes. We are looking at a pretty solid run. I think we're going to get through this. Over here, we draw a card. We will discard a Stand and Fight. I forgot. That's right. We put that into play. Yeah, that. Then we draw a card. Then discard a Glorfindel for the resource. We will put a Gandalf into play with my wonderful heroes over here. Spending the resources on Arwen and on Imrahil. Gandalf hits the table. We lower our threat to its starting 29. We need to make sure we can deal with the enemies now. So we go to questing, starting with my Hobbits. Frodo is a 3/4 quester now, and since I still have Mr. Underhill in play, we're going to do that because we can cancel an attack if we need to. So 4, 8, 9. I have a Gaffer in play. I didn't need to play a Gaffer. Did I have anything else to play? So no. Pippin still has 2 resources. I have a Gaffer in play. I forgot. 4, 8, 9, 12. 14 to put... We're going to get rid of the Slopes of Amon Hen, which is kind of nice. 4, 8, 11, 12, 14, 17. We have 4, 6 up there. 17, 18. We'll go 18. 18 over 6. So we shuffle the deck. What we would really like to get, unfortunately, is that one location, the seat of M on hen, to get rid of one of the burdens. If we can't get that, we could have... I mean, it's always nice to be able to get rid of the burdens. But we'll see. They've yet to kill a character, so no overcome by grief has not left play. Hobbits first. We have Ill Fate, Peril and Surge. When revealed, attached to a hero you control. Oh, gotta remember, he's ready. Condition, forced. After a character you control is destroyed, raise your threat by 2. Blah. We'll attach it to Frodo. What the heck? And I have to do a second card now. Wooded Shoreline we're familiar with. While it's in the staging area, raise my archery by 2. And here, fallen into evil when revealed. Attach to a non-ring hero. Move it to the first player's area. Oh, he's going to attack me. How nice. Attached to a non-ring hero, move it to the first player's staging area. It counts as condition. Attached hero loses the hero type, gains the enemy card type with threat equal to its will and engagement cost equal to its threat cost. If fallen into evil is discarded, return attached hero to its owner control. So we're going to attach it to Imrahil, who would technically have a 9 engagement cost. First player's staging area. Okay, so 2 goes up there. So Imrahil is now fighting me. That's not pleasant. Okay, so 2 and 5, 6 and 3 is 9, 11, 7. So 4 go here. And 3 go on the staging area. We may just want to push through this just to get away from it. We're going to travel to the wooded. No, we'll go ahead and travel to the River Anduin so we're not raising threat any more than we have to. And so we're going to engage here. Leave those 2 up. Now he's going to come down as well. That's okay. I think we can handle 2 enemies this round. We're going to constantly have to use the gaffer so that we don't kill Imrahil. And then over here we'll leave that as it is. Alright, so we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, archery again. 2, 4, 5 archery. First player, we use the gaffer on him, and we use Mr. Underhill to cancel the Uruk-hai tracker. Are we ready, Sam? We forgot, because we're engaging someone with higher, and we get to draw a card. Not much help still. So, let's kill the Uruk-hai tracker. Easy enough to do with what I've got out there. Imrahil will constantly be chasing us. Over here. Defend there. Discard. And what do I have left to kill him? 4, 7. Yeah, he'll die horribly. Which is good news. And then we're at ready, threat, go. We're going to use my healers to heal the damage from these guys. I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, that could be helpful. But I think we'll bring him into play and we'll draw the test of will because we need it. We'll leave the rest of it there. That's still pretty solid. And now we're at ready, threat, go. With 2 northern trackers, Gandalf leaves play. I have a second Gandalf in my hand. We just need to finish this. As much as I would like to not have to deal with some of those burdens, it's just getting through the deck's going to be a really pain to do. Ready, threat, go. We're back up to 21 threat with the hobbits, 30 threat with my Caldara deck, round 7. Play some resources. 3 for Pippin, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Hobbits first. Draw a card. Well, we got the Steward finally. Do we need to play it? I don't think so. I really don't. First things first, we gotta get a Gaffer into play. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 5. To put Gandalf back into play, we're just going to kill your captain at this point. 4 damage. Gandalf can just freely deal out 4 damage. Anything else I want to do? No. Over here, we draw a card. We'll spend 3, 4, 5. No. That's right, I can't. 3, 2. I don't remember. 2. To attach a wild stallion to Jubair, my defender, so that he just continues to get nastier and nastier. And we go on to questing. 4 is 8, and 3 is 11, 12. We'll keep Gandalf up in case we need him. 12, 17, 18, 23, 24, 25, because we're just going to try and finish it. 25, 26, 27, 27 questing, over 3. Hobbits first. Pursuit followed by night. We've seen this before. Peril Surge, put the topmost enemy in the encounter pile, discard, engaged with you. And Peril Surge or Urukai Captain. Until the end of the round, add 1 to the archery total for each ally currently at this stage. Oh, can we cancel that? We can and we will. We're going to test a will that because of all the allies I have in play right now. And then over here, we get an Urukai tracker. So, we have 4 threat. We had 27, leaving 23. 3 on the Riverland, leaving 20. We win the game. End of the round. Or end of the game. We have won Breaking of the Fellowship. If Fallen into Evil is attached to a hero, add that hero to the list of fallen heroes to the campaign log. Imrahil dies. Well, that just makes Caldara's deck that much less useful. The first player chooses either Followed by Night or Ill Fate to add to the campaign pool. The chosen burden card has been earned. Each player chooses one hero he controls to be taken captive. Each player. Wow, that's horrible. I would have guided Frodo to Mordor, so I have to choose a hero to be taken captive. So Elrond and Merry. How lovely. They are taken captive. Each player, all right, I would have guided Frodo to Mordor and gone with him to the end, but I must seek him now in the wilderness. I must abandon the captives or I must abandon the captives to torment and death. My heart speaks clearly at last. The fate of the bearer is in my hands no longer. The company has played its part, yet we that remain cannot forsake our companions while we have strength left. Come, we will go now. Leave all that can be spared behind. We will press on by day or by dark. All right. So what a horrible end, but we survived. I've lost Imrahil and Círdan. And now I've gained I lose. So Followed by Night or Pursued by the Enemy. Is that right? No. It was Followed by Night or Ill Fate. Ill Fate we didn't get to look at, I don't think. So we're going to find it and consider which of these two unpleasantries we want to add to the burden deck. Ugh, I hate burdens, such as it is. Where is it? There's Ill Fate. All right. We did get Ill Fated attached to Frodo. Attached to a hero. After a character is destroyed, raise your threat by 2 or put the topmost enemy of the encounter deck in the discard play engaged with you. I think I'm better suited to deal with threat than I am with enemies, so we will choose Ill Fate to join our wonderful burden deck and remove Followed by Night. So that's it. On our final score is 21 and 30, 51 and 70, 121. A good finish, all things considered. The next time we gather, we'll be entering the third box, the Treason of Isengard. We will get a new hero. Aragorn will come in as a ring sphere hero, replacing Frodo. I will have to reconstruct my Caldara deck in some fashion because I have lost Imrahil and Círdan, and Elrond is now a captive. So I hope you'll tune in with me then. Thanks and have a great day.